author. He's also known for his inspiring perspective on faith, love, and purpose. His new movie, Ruth and Boaz, premieres today on Netflix, and he's here with us today. Y'all give it up for our brother DeVon Franklin in the building.
Yo. Glad to be here.
Man, we are so happy to have you here. I saw the screening last night. It was so good. Everybody did so great in the movie. I mean, I was moved. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was just good. I don't want to give it away, but we'll talk about your movie in just a few minutes. So we're going to also talk about Soraya and Tyler Lepley, who star in the movie. They did great too. But first, some people say you're a pastor, right? And we've seen your prayers on social media. They're amazing. They've moved all of us and changed our lives. But do you pastor a church?
No, never have.
Okay.
You know, I've been preaching since I was 15.
Wow.
But my main job has always been in Hollywood. I started interning for Will Smith when I was 18 years old when I went to college.
Okay.
And then I interned for him and his company for 4 years. And then when I graduated, I was an assistant in his company for James Lasseter.
Okay.
And then I became an executive for about 12 years.
Nice.
And then I've been running my own company for about 11 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
up.
the preaching has always been something that I've done on the side. My younger brother is a pastor.
Okay.
He has a church in Oakland, California called The Incredible Church.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's in the family.
It runs in the family. That's
Yes.
right.
When the movie was was over, and I said, was it Franklin Entertainment?
DeVon Franklin Entertainment.
Yeah, everybody was screaming. I said, all right for DeVon Franklin Entertainment on the screen.
That's right. Let's go.
Yes.
Congratulations on this film and on
Thank
your
you.
new marriage. The wedding pictures look fabulous.
Thank you.
Let me ask you something. Is it true that you met your wife through a mutual friend?
Yeah, it sure is.
Wow.
Yep. Mike T. He is a trainer in Los Angeles, and they were working together. And I've known Mike and trained with Mike for years. And, last March, I believe it was, I got a call. And he was like, yo, man, what do you think of? And he sent me Maria's IG profile. And he said, what do you think of her? And I'm like, oh, she's stunning. She's amazing. And he was like, that's what she thinks about you. I said, what? And our first date was brunch Easter Sunday of last year. And we've been
Special
together ever
day.
since. Very special.
Yeah.
I wish I had some mutual friends.
Oh, Lord.
But anyway, so DeVon, so we know that you had a pretty public divorce. But can you share what you learned from your first marriage?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like life imitates art, art imitates life. And also art gives you a chance to express and explore what you go through. So when you look at even this film, Ruth and Boaz, for me, it was like, oh, okay, what I learned is the path is always love. It's always love, period. Like at the end of the day, no matter what you go through, no matter what heartbreak, heartache, pain, trauma, or tragedy, to get back to where you can be, it's love. Loving yourself. And for me, the thing is, sometimes we go through things and we're hard on ourselves.
Absolutely.
And we're harder on ourselves than other people. We would let anybody be that hard on ourselves. We talk to ourselves worse than we would let anyone talk to us. So love starts with ourselves saying, okay, I'm going to give myself grace and space to say, you know what? This happened. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to keep my heart open. And to be able to have the opportunity to create art, to create a movie that also in part, is part of the creative and healing process. And so when you see Ruth and Boaz in this film and what they're going through, I developed, the story and the script and produced the movie. And it was just very cathartic to be able to have an opportunity to express and explore what I feel about love through this.
And I kind of thought you had something to do with that, too. I was like watching myself.
Yeah.
But you know what? Brad is an advocate of love, honey. I'm different,
Whatever.
but she always talks about love. Girl, you need to love this.
You do. You have to open up
You
your
do.
heart. Otherwise, it won't come to you if you got a closed heart, Gary.
Come on, Gary. Come on, man. Put some love in your tea.
DeVon, he don't know what that is, man.
One of these days.
So let's peel back the onion a little bit, man. Share something that nobody knows about DeVon Franklin.
Oh, my Lord, that nobody knows about DeVon Franklin. Man, I tend to be a lot funnier than I realize. Like, I know I come off pretty serious, but I joke all the time. I mean, anybody that really knows me knows that I'm really not that serious. I'm disciplined when it comes to work. I'm like, yeah, let's go get it.
Right.
But in general, I tend to, clown. I love to pull pranks.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, my God. All the time. I mean, my family, they just know. They always know. They don't know half of the things I say are true. So that's one of the things. Like, I love to have a good time. I love to joke. I love to, have fun. And I know people really look at me as like, oh man, he's so serious. And I'm like, I mean, I am, but I'm not.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's a time and place for everything.
There's a time and place for everything.
That's right.
That's right.
So your new movie, Ruth and Boaz, premieres today on Netflix.
Yes,
That is
yes.
a big deal. What inspired you to work with Tyler Perry and connect with him to create this film?
Yeah, it was such a, beautiful experience. A couple years ago, I had done a film called Flamin' Hot about the creator of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and it came out on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Okay.
And it did very well. But coming out of that film, I had no production deal, and I didn't know what my next movie was going to be.
Right.
And then I get a call out of the blue from
Wow.
Tyler Perry. And he was like, yo, I hear you're in this conversation with Netflix, and, why don't we partner up? And why don't we make faith-based movies together? And I said, wow, yeah, let's do it. And we negotiated, a really great deal and with a lot of autonomy to be able to make the films that we believe in, that I believe in.
Yes.
And the thing about Tyler Perry, which is so amazing, is he, basically has given me the opportunity to use his lot here in Atlanta, which is
Nice.
amazing. I mean, it's one of the
Yes.
most dynamic lots in Hollywood.
It
He has
is.
an incredible, production executives and staff that he's like, man, whatever you need to make this movie great,
That's
I'm
such
going to
a
give it to
blessing.
you.
That's great.
And so for he and I to be partnered on this was so important and grateful. And you've never seen
Yeah.
two black men of faith in Hollywood partner up
Right.
to make
Yeah.
uplifting content.
Together,
This is the
yes.
first time that's ever happened.
Wow.
So beautiful. So excited
Thank
about
you.
this. Let me ask you, do you see this film as a way to make faith-based stories feel more relatable for today's audience? And what do you hope people are going to walk away with?
Yes, I absolutely think. I mean, when you see Ruth and Boaz, and you all seen it. There's nothing preachy about it. It's
Yeah,
very.
that's what I was shocked about. That's what I was anticipating. I was thinking Ruth and Boaz from the Bible, and I was like, okay, but it wasn't what I thought.
Yeah.
2025 take on it.
Right, exactly.
Yes, today.
Yes, and we really just wanted to keep it relatable and authentic. And so, yes, I do believe that this will help faith-based movies feel more realistic and more authentic. At the end of the day, if a movie feels like a sermon, it's not really going to be a good movie.
Right.
Because people don't watch movies for sermons, they watch movies for stories.
Yeah.
So for me, it was about, all right, let's create a great story that can then also lay a foundation for a new genre. And the other part about this is that most faith-based movies do not tend to be stories, about us that are for us, that star us.
Right.
This is one of the first faith-based movies that has ever been made in Hollywood, that it was made by us and stars us. And so it's really important, when we look at the future, of faith content, to, black folks are the most faithful.
Come on now.
yeah.
And to not have movies and content that represent that is a missed opportunity. And that's something that's a void that I'm committed to filling.
That is awesome. Most of us grew up in church.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
That's
Even if
where we came from.
strayed, but we grew up there, honey. So DeVon, just quickly, just a quick question. So the movie was made in a day?
In 20 days.
You know, a
20.
lot of Tyler Perry movies are
20
made
days.
really
No, I
fast.
know. No, listen.
He don't play.
He don't play. That brother can shoot, and I man, God bless him. I've been on
Yeah.
set with him, and I still don't understand. I'm one of the stars of Divorce Sisters, and so he's directed me,
Yeah.
and I still don't understand how he could shoot 16 episodes in 9 days and
Yeah.
And
do
be
a
working
movie in
on
4
10
days.
movies
Yes,
at a time.
he's
Yeah.
prolific. He's
Yes.
one of a kind.
Oh,
But me doing what I do and then working in his system, we did make the movie faster than I've made any other film.
Yeah.
So 20 days for production
Wow.
period is very fast in my world.
is.
But you see the quality was still
Yeah.
there,
So
and the
good.
performances were there. So you can
good.
do a lot in a little bit of time when you are efficient and you plan well.
Right.
And Felicia Rashad. Oh my
Ooh.
God.
Right?
Oh
Legend.
my God, legend. We love her. Ooh, I
Yeah.
can't wait for everybody to see this movie. It is so absolutely amazing. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
so
you.
good and it's so positive, but not in a fake way.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
authentically good. Like,
Yeah.
just seeing him. Okay, I can't. Okay, nope, don't talk about it. Y'all gotta see it. Okay.
Oh man, I
But-
love that.
So exciting. So tell us even a little bit more about the cast. Brad mentioned Felicia Rashad, Jermaine Dupri,
Yeah.
Tyler Lepley, of course, Soraya. Just what an amazing cast. How did you cast them? What made you cast them? And just, give us a little insight into that.
Yeah, so whenever I'm putting a movie together, the casting process is a process, and I never try to go into it with an idea of like what it should be. It's more about, okay, let's see where the process takes us. And so when it comes to Ruth and Boaz, we auditioned over 100 people for
Wow.
each, 100 women, 100 men.
Wow.
And Soraya hadn't come in yet to audition. And I did a show with her on BET called Kingdom Business. And so I called her. I'm like, Soraya, please come in on this. And she didn't want to do another music project. I said, I understand, because she sang in Empire.
Yes.
She sang in Kingdom Business. Yes. So
Yes.
I said, I understand, but I said, this is going to be different.
Yeah.
And so she said, okay. And she came in, she auditioned. And the moment she auditioned, we were like, there's Ruth. And then we had been.
Knew it.
We knew it. It was obvious. And then we had been auditioning a number of Boazes, and we had a couple guys that were in the running for the part. At the 11th hour, Tyler Lepley sent in a self-tape, which basically means you do it yourself with no direction,
Right.
and you send it in. The moment I saw that, I said, there's Boaz. And then we did a chemistry read with them, and their chemistry was just off the charts. So we knew that was going to work. And then with Felicia Rashad, we just thought okay, who could play that, matriarchal part? Because she was, she is, our mother, America's mother.
Yes.
And so I sent her the script. She read it and immediately was like, yeah, I'm in. She loved the part. And then when you talk about cameos from like Babyface and Jermaine Dupri and Lecrae and Young Jock, because the movie is music driven.
And in Atlanta,
we knew we had to get JD. So I DM'd him like, bro, I got this movie. This is what I got. This is the money I got. Could you just come through for a day?
Yeah.
And he was like, bet, I'm in. And he was just like the easiest, coolest thing.
Yes.
Same with Babyface. I was like, yo, because Babyface and his then wife Tracy Edmonds gave me my first executive job.
Oh wow.
Yes. This was, we're talking about
So I know they're proud of you.
Oh, very proud.
Yes.
But that's why he said he did it. When I
Yeah.
reached out to him to be in the film and to write the title song that's sung in the film, he said yes, because he said, when you worked for us, you were always on time. You had great character. You weren't a
on now.
knucklehead. He said, if you were a knucklehead, I would have never done it.
Come on
And
now.
that's one of the things that blows me away. A lot of times on the road to success, we only think of the destination.
Come on.
But we don't think of the seeds planted
That's
along
right.
the way. And you don't know who's watching you.
Amen.
Okay.
Even when you don't
Preach.
think that you're significant, you're being watched.
You are.
And someone's observing, is this someone that I can bless?
Yes.
Or is this someone I need to step away from their
Yep.
mess?
That's why you got to stay humble.
Yes,
you
stay
know?
humble. Because I would have
Yes.
never thought 20 years later that Babyface would be in a film that I'm producing. I mean, it's beyond me. It's amazing. So that's how the casting process came together. It was very organic, and I'm so glad that we got so many yeses to make the film as great as it is.
DeVon Franklin, you out here, you spitting bars.
I'm telling
Yes, yes.
He said, is
That's
this
what he does.
He said, is this someone I can bless, or is this someone I need to stay away from their
Right.
mess? Come on, man.
Yes. Come on now.
Man, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. Ruth and Boaz premieres today on Netflix. How can people follow you and keep up with all of your projects, my brother?
Yeah. Thank y'all so much for the love. I can't wait for everybody to see this film on Netflix today. It is going to be your new favorite love story.
Number one.
Number one.
Let's
Let's
go.
take it to
Yes,
number
let's go.
one.
Do it.
Let's put
Do it.
Netflix on notice. We got to make more. So you can find me at DeVon Franklin on Instagram and TikTok, at DeVon Franklin Official on Facebook. And you can go to DeVonFranklin.com.
I love it. We ain't going to stop there, because up next we're going to be talking to the stars of Ruth and Boaz. Soraya and Tyler Lepley. That's next on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Let's go.
Woo, woo.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.